All right, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Just as we were ready for air, it was the Colts emerging from the locker room to great fanfare here in Indy. They're ready to go as the Colts get set to match up with the Houston Texans. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. We're set on first down. Catch made here by Campbell. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. A 14-yard gain for Indianapolis and also move the sticks. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Brissett. Campbell making the catch. A 14-yard gain for Indianapolis and also move the sticks. So the same tandem connecting on back-to-back throws to start the game.
And maybe throwing the scouting report off just a little bit. That's not exactly what they think is going to be their number one receiver, but he's producing already early in this game.
Benardrick McKinney, a first-time Pro Bowler a season ago, in on the tackle there.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Again, it's Brissett. Good move at the 30. Over the middle, hauled in by Campbell. And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans' 27-yard line. Brissett going to lead his guys up 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Brissett again. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Whitney merciless in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range.
I got 15. I got 15. Me. Watch time. Tight end right. 41's the mic. Now watch run. Check. This is 6. Pull it. Half. No. Where you at? Who's that? Is that yours? Who's that?
They just get the play off. Now Brissett. And he's going to go down again. Whitney merciless. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Charles, a little bit of feast or famine on this drive. They moved the ball okay, but they've been sacked twice now.
And they've got to figure out how to plug that leak a little bit, right? Keep them away from the quarterback because when he's not being hit, as you mentioned, they're moving the ball well.
41's coming. 41's the mic. Hey, watch.
It's 3rd and long for Brissett. And the catch made by Hilton. 19 yards is the pickup there, but even with that, they're well short. It's 4th down. And how about this first drive? They're being aggressive, slinging it around.
Really confident, too, because they're not trying to fool them with running plays, throwing it, and they're being very successful right now.
And this is no good. Close but no cigar, just wide right. And this will remain a scoreless game.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
All right, much appreciated, Coach, as we welcome all of you to our exclusive coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Just a short time ago, smoke from the pyrotechnics filled the dome as the Colts made their way out of the locker room. We're set for football as the Colts get set to match up with the Houston Texans. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Check. 53 is Mike.
Here's a guy on his 4th franchise in 2 years, Carlos Hyde. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Oh, yeah, I'm coming.
They run high. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. 53.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
It's a gain of 25 yards.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes. Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
On 2nd down, Hyde. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4 down territory, even if they don't get it, though. They'll run it. Here's Hyde. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Had a chance to maybe limit them to 3 if they could have gotten that stop there, but a new set of downs.
And with a new set of downs, you got to take the mentality of the whole thing. Right now, everyone's looking at the offense and saying they've got the advantage. The best defenses just say, okay, new set of downs gives us another chance to make a play ourselves and maybe change things up.
Pretty nice work defensively there on the first down run as they hold him to a gain of a couple. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. From the 36, Watson. Thomas has got it, complete. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 17-yard line.
Brandon, unless my eyes deceive me, I think they found a matchup that they're trying to exploit here, don't you? I mean, it's the second time they've gone to him here on this drive.
Yeah, opening drive. It's a tone setter, right? I think they're going to be looking his way a lot.
Yeah, and I think that the way things are going right now, they like him as a featured receiver. Let's see what kind of adjustments the defense is going to make to try and take that away.
First down, a run with Hyde. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Come on, dude. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike.
Here's Watson. Steps away to his, and a big loss here as he's taken down. Justin Houston able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Well, enough takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Following the sack, it's now 3rd and long for Watson and the Texans. And now here's a timeout called by the Colts on the defensive side of the ball. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They'll try to capitalize on play number 11 of this opening drive. 3rd and goal.
53 to Mike. 53. Check 53. Target. Check. 53 is mine.
From the gun, here's Watson. He'll let this go for the end zone. And that's intercepted. It's Darius Leonard, the 2018 Defensive Rookie of the Year. Trying to get it that time to Stills. No doubt a very disappointing end to what was a pretty strong opening drive.
They had 3 points in their back pocket. It was there for them. If you don't like what you see, just throw it away. Make sure you get those points on the board. Don't get too greedy. He forced it there. You saw the end result.
Put that team on the butt. 41 Mike, right here. 41 Mike. Go. All day, defense, all day.
First down, Brissett. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked out and incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Mike 41. Don't get nervous. 41's the mic. 41's the mic. Yo, watch the screen.
Throwing again, Brissett on 2nd and 10. Rodgers brings it in. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. The 2nd down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3.
41's the mic. Check that.
From the shotgun, it's Brissett. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one. That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the ball.
And Watson's going to go down in the end zone. It's a safety. Well, we thought these two defenses, they might come to play. One has already come to play here. A safety for the opening points of the game.
Brandon, let's file this play away because if it turns out to be a tight game, who knows? This could wind up being the difference.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. A first update now from Cincinnati. And the Jags, they're out to an early lead there. Nick Foles, a first-quarter touchdown pass in that one. They'll run here with Mack. Justin Reed, the safety, made the tackle.
That's it, baby.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Let him know, let him know. Let him know, let him know. Check. Hot. 41 Mike, right here. 41.
On second down, here's a run with Mack. He's got a first down and then some in midfield. And finally brought down at the 38. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
Outside handoff to the right side. If you're a running back, you love getting the ball early so you have vision to see what's happening in front of you.
Right tackle likes that call. Big play for him. But don't forget about the guys you always tell me on the backside sealing off.
When they talk about cutoff blocks, making sure no one can leak from the backside that can run a play down.
Yeah, nobody leaked. Big play. Here's the second-year back out of NC State, Naheem Hines. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
A loss of 2.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Hey, defense, let's go. He's crossing.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run pass option. That's complete to Hines out of the backfield. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Nyheim Hines, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. Didn't have anything downfield, swung it out to the flat. He did the rest.
Such a staple of so many offenses we see now. You know, in our discussions with offense coordinators, how many times do they tell us, hey, this offense is designed for either a touchdown or a check down. We saw the check down on that play, and boy, was it successful.
We saw a touchdown, too. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. A run there on first down gets 3 up to the 28. A gain of 3, second down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. Will Fuller was the intended target, and it's third down. Out of the gun, Watson. Buying time to his left. Now he's going to let it go deep left side. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. After one, it's 9-0. Second quarter now from Indianapolis with the homestanding Colts in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
There he goes right side, and he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Nyheim Hines, 77 yards. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. Vinatieri connecting on the extra point. And that could be important as that makes this a 16-point lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points. Get that 0 off the board.
You must be dreaming.
From the 29, Watson with a catch made by Johnson. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. The Texans on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. A shotgun snap for Watson. And Thomas has it. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Well, that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Let's go, D. Big series right here. We got to step.
To the air yet again. Watson. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 20. Stills the intended target. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
They begin the drive on the ground with Mack. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. They get the all-pro guard there, Quentin Nelson. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. An explosive 38-yard pickup.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. On 1st down, it's Hines. And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory. Up to make the stop, the Texans' leading tackler a year ago, Zach Cunningham. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Mike 41. We've got to wedge that out. I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even...
Throwing, Brissett. Flush to his right, and avoids the contact by sliding. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
41's the mic. 41's the mic. Check 41. Hatchet.
Brissett now. Now he's going to go deep down the left. This is caught inside the 15. That one goes for 36 yards. Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive, and these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other and not in a good way. Oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey, who's got him? Someone cover it. That type of indecision can open up to even more big plays.
They'll run on 1st down with Marlon Mack. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Marlon Mack, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. Vinatieri now to tack on the PAT. And that PAT pushes the lead up to 23 now. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken at his 4. Nifty move. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20. Call it the 21-yard line.
The Texans take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Now Watson. It's complete. Stills. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. On first down, Watson dancing to his left. And the catch made by Hopkins. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
To throw again on 2nd down. Watson being chased out left. And this will be caught at the 30. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Here's Watson. It's complete to Fuller. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup. The first down carry here for Johnson. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. There to stop him was Darius Leonard. On 2nd and 9, Watson. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. Oh, and after the sack, he's still down on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Now the backup, A.J. McCarron, letting one go deep. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Kenny Stills, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Now here's McCarron as his guys will try to tack on the 2-point conversion. Here's McCarron to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite, but in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, If you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here.
Into the hands of his tight end, Jeff Swain. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. It's a first down on a gain of 10. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
He's coming. We got double up. Go. Check.
To throw, Brissett. He's going to air one out. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
A second down throw for Brissett. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half.
Kill. Turn up. Kill. Turn up. Hot set.
It's 3rd and long for Brissett. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he'll punt it away for the second time. Well, they got the ball already. They're not going to risk the yardage and running another 4th down. They decline it.
And what was that they taught you in law school, that possession is 9/10 of the law?
I didn't go to law school.
Oh, you didn't? I thought you did. Well, I'm going to give that to you anyway. Possession is 9/10 of the law, and it's 9/10 of this game, too. Having the football counts.
You're so litigious. Then he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
J.J. Watt makes another tackle there, and it's for a minimal gain. And let's face it, if that's all you're going to get running the ball, you're not going to have much success against him and his team.
Or, yeah, you better find a way to go around J.J. Watt, which isn't easy to do.
It's really not, because you got to try everything. Can you go around him? Can you go by him? Can you influence him to get him out of position so maybe you can wall him off? He's a really sharp, intelligent player, as well as a physical specimen.
On second down now, it's Mack. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal. A big play to start the drive got him in this position, but this defense has held firm since, and now it's 3rd and goal. Brissett sets to throw it, and this is going to be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Vinatieri, the NFL's oldest active player, also the league's all-time leading scorer, past Morton Anderson last year.
Yeah, he turned 46 in December of 2018. He really can't see it in his leg, maybe in the beard.
You can see it in the beard.
Maybe in the beard, that's about it. But as long as he's booting him the way he's booting him, keep going, big guy.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Throwing again is Watson. Going up top. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. To throw is Watson. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked by Pierre Desir. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. Well, he was just trying to contain DeAndre Hopkins, and he got a little too close.
And because of his ability to line up in different spots on the field and come at you from different angles, different guys have to cover him, and all of them have the same issue. How do you do it without interfering? In this case, it didn't get done.
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield, incomplete. Ryan Switzer, the intended target, but it's going to be 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. To throw is Watson. To throw again. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. From the gun, here's Watson. Able to find Switzer. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Watson now 5 straight completions here in this 2nd half. 1st and 10. Now this throw caught left side. That's good for 28 yards.
Let's go.
First down, Texans.
Switch up.
On 1st and 10, Watson. This is caught. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Texans get a bit closer. Now Watson, he's going to lead the Texans up to go for 2.
Watch the run, watch the run. Check 37, check 37.
They'll try and run it in with Hyde. And he is going to get in there for the 2 points to make this a 12-point game. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that.
Toe bashed it.
Super toe.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Draw play. This is Hines. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man.
41's the mic. Watch the pass. Watch the pass.
On 3rd down, Brissett. And he's got Rodgers. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A big 3rd down pickup of 20 yards.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Watch tight end. Tight end's right. Hey, check. 3 down. 41 Mike. Man.
A 1st down throw for Brissett. They'll find Hines out of the backfield. It's a gain of 7, and it'll be 2nd down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are. You know, make him make someone miss in the open field.
Brandon Dunn in on the stop.
If you're looking for glory, looking to get your name in the headlines, you do not want to play nose tackle. But how about what we just saw there? The ability to hold people up, take on extra blocks, and actually slip them and make a tackle on that play. That's big time.
On 3rd down, Hines. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. A nice 1st down pickup on a gain of 6.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead, give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. They'll run on 1st down. Mack. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Jonathan Joseph there for the tackle. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll try to throw now. Brissett. He completes this one to Mack. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Watch the run. Check 9. Hey.
On 3rd down, it's Hines. And he's able to pick up the 1st down here before he goes down at the 26. 3rd and medium, they opted to run instead of pass, and it worked. 1st down.
First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10.
Come get some. Come on here. Come get some. He don't want it.
A first carry for Samaje Perine. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Samaje Perine, his second touchdown on the season. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the third quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10, Watson. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by the rookie from Temple, Rocky Sin. He was looking that time for Stills.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
On first down, it's Mack, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Partner, I know my grade school teachers never would believe this, but I can absorb a lesson. I think there's a lesson in this one. He's having a great day running the football, but occasionally they're going to find a way to stop you, aren't they?
Yeah, this time the defense stepped up in what's been so far a tough game for them. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Tashawn Gibson. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And it's a big turnover there on the final play of the quarter. Back now in Indianapolis. It's the Colts. They've got control of the football. They also have the lead as we start the fourth.
Let's go, D. Let's go. Come on. Watch the twist. Jump. He's checking. Crash. Oh.
They'll start on the ground with Mack. And now off to the races, down the right side. Touch. Down Indianapolis. Marlon Mack, 78 yards. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. Vinatieri able to tack on the PAT. And that will bump the lead up to 26. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Get ready. Get ready. Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Trying to get it that time to Stills, but it'll be 2nd down. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Here's Watson throwing again. Forced out to his left. And he'll find Akins there, complete. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Watson. And Stills bringing it in. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Jim. Watch the safety creep.
From the pistol, they'll run with Hyde. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Watson escaping the pressure right. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Then he's got the completion to Hopkins. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another 1st down at the Colts 33. Now a 1st down throw, Watson. He finds Hopkins complete. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. To the air yet again, Watson. It's complete to Fuller. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 15 yards on the play, 1st down. Now it's Watson. He's got his tight end. It's Fells. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5. Throwing again on 2nd down. Watson to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Brandon, this is one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? He'll try to run it in. Johnson. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th. On 4th down, Watson. And this is incomplete. A disappointing drop there on 4th and goal. And the Colts are going to take over with a football. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Been a very strong performance for them, really on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
If you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, giving him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
Switch.
They'll go again here with Mack. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. The tackle that time by Zach Cunningham.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
On 3rd down, a run by Mack. And they're going to drop him well shy of the first as he can only make it to the 11. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Now a late flag comes in as they got him down via the face mask, and that'll give him even better starting position. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out. And
I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
A lack of discipline defensively on 4th down, and now that leads to a 1st and 10. A 10th carry for Hyde. And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. Hyde, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. They run it again with Hyde, and this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. A 5-yard loss there is going to bring up 4th down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. And they will finally get him to the ground as he's forced to tuck it and take the sack. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Colts are going to get the football in outstanding field position. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. And they'll indeed take a knee.
Here we go, here we go. 60 yards. Come off the ball, hard. Showing it, showing it.
And they take a knee.
A loss of a yard. It's now 3rd and 13. Today's final score.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Colts, their good start continues as they get their record up to 4-2. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for Houston,